Hey, what's up everybody, Joe here. Today is build day part 2, except this time it's for my wife's build. Her budget, she was wanting to spend $1,000 on her build, and I was going to do a completely custom build, but I ended up finding this pre-built for a nice price on Facebook Marketplace, only a month old, and it actually gave me better parts to make her build. She wanted an all-white build, which is why you see this white Corsair RM750 power supply. I've got the Fractal design Focus G white case. She does a lot of video editing, so she needs a drive burner, so that's why we went with this case. I got her a DVD drive and a Blu-ray drive. So we'll be transferring everything on this case over to that one. What we have here is a CyberPower PC. It actually has a B550 AM gaming motherboard. It's still a 450, but it actually has PCIe Gen 4, the CPU and graphics card already. It comes with the Ryzen 3700X CPU and also a 5700 XT AMD graphics card, and a lot of other goodies. So I'll be selling this nice CyberPower PC case and power supply and a few other things I'll be selling separately with it. So it's time to take this bad boy apart, and then we can start transferring it over. So we'll start taking this apart, but first I'm actually going to open this computer case. That way I have the space and can start inserting stuff as we go. That would be a good idea. And we had to buy an extra fan because it only came with the 2 intake fans, and I need an exhaust fan, so I bought another one for the back. So this is going to look beautiful. It's going to be a black and white build. It's going to go all white just because parts are hard to get right now, and all white's really expensive. Set this on the floor, guys, just to make it a little bit easier for me. It's very light. I'm actually going to get this chair out of the way for now. Alright, so there we have it, guys. There's the white case out and about. So right now we're going to remove the 2 side panels so we can get to the opening. On both sides, so when we get ready to route our motherboard in. And these screws really went in a really weird angle in the factory. It's pretty interesting. It still came out though. There in my mat, so I know that these are the 4 outside thumb screws for when it comes time to reassemble this bad boy. Won't come off all the way, so I guess that's just how it is on this case, so they don't get lost. Yeah. Okay. So side panel with the tempered glass off. Set it over here. panel. From the back side of the motherboard. These are some weird thumb screws, man. They don't come off all the way. It is now off too. It's weird that the other one did though. There it goes. Set it over here. Well, beautiful guys, we're in the opening now. So here we have our box contents with our zip ties and motherboard screws, hard drive screws, all our screws. Oh, that's interesting. Our fans aren't connected at all. In my last case, they already were. They're really nice little fans, though. And here we've got our USB hub, our power USB reset switch, power LED, power switch for the front. So we gotta connect everything from scratch on this case. Won't be too hard though, we'll get it done. So now I'll go ahead and install the optical drives first. To do that, you pull the faceplate off of this model and you get access to the A drives. And from here you just squeeze it. Squeeze it, and you push out. Squeeze it, and you push out. And now that gives us access to our front bays drive. So that also means this is super easy to clean out, guys, as you can see. You just zoom out of the camera a little bit. There we go. So again, just in case, that gives us good easy for an access now to clean for future cleaning. And let's also remove this. So we won't do that. There it is. Comes off. And snap it into place, guys. And now we have our space open for our optical drives. What I'm going to do here is I'll install the Blu-ray on top, which in this case I got her a LG Blu-ray drive. And it is a, excuse me, WH14NS40. Excuse me. So what you do is you just go from the inside and slide that bad boy in on the top row and seat it. This is so light, it's crazy. I think these wires might be on the way a little bit. There we go. Oh, you know what? On this drive, or this computer might be from the outside. Yep. That'd be why. Some of them are from the inside, some are from the outside. Sorry about that, guys. Should have tried that first. Alright. Now for the Asus DVD drive. This doesn't have a sticker on the top, it has it on the bottom. This one is a DRW24B1ST. This will go on the bottom. There we go. So now they are ready for installation. I want them right there in the center. See how many screws we get for opticals. 8 of them. So probably do one on each side as long as the other side allows. I haven't got to see it yet. I'll set this knife over here just so we don't cut ourselves. And I guess you get what you pay for, though. I mean, it is an awesome cheap case, budget case. It was $60. But not even the screws or anything are labeled. So we'll have to figure that out on our own. It'll be the thumb screws though. And as always, guys, I appreciate you watching my videos. I know they're not the best quality. I only have one camera working. And it's thanks to my wife that I even have that one. And seeing as it's just me doing this, I can't like go crazy on the angles and stuff like that. But I just appreciate your company and hanging out with me and your support. Alright, so thumb screws are nice and tight on this side. Let's check the other side. If not, I'll add them all on that side, which it does. So we'll go ahead and do the opposite corners just to get them to line up, and then we'll do the other side too. And we got it, guys. Right on the money. And you know it'll honestly stay there. But since we got all these screws, might as well, right? They don't need to be super tight, guys, but tight enough. There we go. optical drives are now installed, guys. What you think? So we got our Blu-ray drive and our DVD drive installed. Alright, so now we could even do the power supply. Get that bad boy out the way. And also the fan. We can still do that as well to get that out the way. Alright. So here we have our extra Fractal Silent Series 120mm fan. And we're using this for exhaust. So what you want to do is, it all depends on fan direction, so we want it to go out that way. So the back side tells you which way it's actually heading out of. So say you put it facing upward, that means it's going to be an exhaust that way. And if you have it as an intake, you want it this way, which is how our front facing ones are, so the air is going to pull that way, which is what we want here as well. So essentially they're all facing the same direction, but they're doing two different jobs. Okay. So we have to mount these from the outside, seeing as these screws are so tiny, they won't go all the way through the other side. Which is why they go through here. This is where a magnetic screwdriver would have been awesome. I'm gonna pre-do them, guys, because this is pretty difficult to do inside the case. At least straight. Alright guys, so we have our rear fan and two optical drives installed. We will start opening this one, and only because this white one actually has 3 drive slots for disk drives. And the reason why I want to open it now is because the third one is actually located in the back, and you can't install anything once the power supply is installed. As you can see, there's 2 drive bays right here at the bottom. That's my happy, beautiful daughter. So we'll need to get the disk drives out now in order to do the following. So we'll start there. Okay, so disk drives. Where are you? They're going to have to be down here then. And props to CyberPower PC, because they actually did a nice job on wire management back here. Yep, I found them. They're both back here. So it's going to be a little bit of a pain to get to them, but there they are. This has a 256 gigabyte SSD and also a 2 terabyte, and they're down here at the bottom. Guys, so I'm removing parts from the CyberPower PC pre-built now. I already took off the 2 wireless antennas. You didn't miss much, you just screw to the left. Trying to see how to remove this. Okay, so you just lift up. This actually doesn't have any fans on the top. Oh, it's actually magnetic, that's pretty cool. So that means our AIO cooler is very easy to remove. That's good for me. Simply remove the 4 screws right here on the back. I'll mount mine or hers right here on the top. So it's time to disassemble this hyper-powered PC. We'll start off with the graphics card. We'll do that by removing the PCIe cables first. Wi-Fi antennas installed. Those are thumb screws for this one. Honestly, I forgot what that one was for. The radiator in the back and the motherboard. Alright, so let's put these wires back in, guys. HT audio is the far left one. Alright guys, so we got the HT audio plugged in. Next is the RGB one, which I won't have in this case. I do have the USB 2.0 and all the switches. Which, here's the USB 2.0 next. Okay. In. Next is the reset switch and the HDD light. And that's it. Connected perfectly, guys. So next is the SATA, which I don't have yet in this case. But then also the USB 3.0 connector, which is right here. There it is. We've got our HD audio, USB 2.0, USB 3.0, power switch, power button, and all that stuff. CPU fan, which I don't have right now. Let's see how I end up routing that. So where it doesn't show above and that it's connected. I'm making progress, guys. I still need to clean up that 3700X with some rubbing alcohol though. So the only thing I like now is the two fans so far. Alright guys, I got 91% isopropyl alcohol and some Q-tips. I'm going to clean off this Ryzen 3700X real quick. Get that thermal paste gunk out since we couldn't use that AIO cooler after all due to the space. That chip is clean, guys. So now I really need to get out the hard drives from there, and that's all I need to get out. Besides needing a CPU bracket, that'll be it. I'm back on the cyber powered PC. I managed to take off the hard drive. It's a 2 terabyte Seagate Barracuda compute. Okay. I'll mess with that one later. Now the real mystery is getting that solid state out because it's in there in a very crazy spot above where the hard drive sits, and this is all one solid piece. I was hoping it wasn't, because the screws are under that big O hard drive piece. Actually, yes, 2 of them on the corners. That one's separated. Lexar solid state drive, NS100, super light, 256 gigabyte. I'm actually going to install, that's why I wanted to do this before doing the power supply. I'm going to install a SSD back here before you install the power supply. Otherwise you won't be able to. So we'll face it this way, and we'll set it right there, guys. That's where it's going to go. Right there. You guys are probably asking yourselves, are you really smart though? For going through all this extra trouble? Well, one, it's for my wife. Two, I couldn't help but save that extra money because sure it's not a custom motherboard and stuff, but with the $300 CPU, guys, and with the budget she was at, there's no way I could have done that with this already coming with a 5700 XT and 3700X. Okay, SSD's installed, guys. Right there. So now we can even install the power supply if we want to. But first we gotta do this other hard drive. Yep. There it goes. Just like that. That's what I figured. I just didn't want to give it too much strength, guys, but that's what I figured. So this will install the same way. Slide this bad boy in. And hard drive and SSD installed, guys. We're all set. Power supply's next. And we have ourselves a, besides it, I still need the GPU as well though. And we'll have ourselves a fully built computer, except a CPU cooler, since that AIO didn't fit. And then that, man, she looks great. Black and white build. She wanted all white, but couldn't find a white motherboard. And this pre-built already came with white RAM sticks and the black board, so perfect. She's gonna love it. Alright guys, so power supply next. I'm actually really excited about opening this just because it's white and expensive, since everyone's price gouging these right now. Got some white zip ties, that's cool. Ooh, nice. The smell smells so brand new. Here's our cables, guys, and they're gonna be white, so that's gonna be awesome. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and have this intaking from the bottom. So we're gonna put ours this way. Man, it looks white. It looks white. It looks awesome with this white PSU. I ain't gonna lie. Looks really clean, guys. Clean build. Just gonna love it. Just feel bad she won't be able to use it tonight, since we need a CPU cooler that fits. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I'll see what I get. Of course, I'm gonna post this once it's done, so I guess I can't really ask for suggestions, can I? Number 3. Here's number 4. Alright, so we got our cable here, manual here. And we're just going to plug in what we need, nothing extra. Ooh, beautiful cables, guys. Oh my goodness. Oops. Nice and white, baby. Nice and white. So in this case, guys, If you ever get the Fractal Focus G, I recommend you route your wires first. It's because since it is a mid power, it is a little bit harder. Now that I'm here. There we go. Got it anyways though. I think it's set all the way. Looks like it. Do a nice little extra push just in case. Without breaking our motherboard. Okay. That is installed, guys. Next wire. That power our CPU as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna make myself struggle, guys. I'm gonna disconnect the CPU, man. I mean the PSU. No point in struggling. I've struggled enough on this build. Like I said, that's why you can't install a SSD because the PSU blocks it. Alright. So let's try this again. There we go. This is for the CPU. Which then comes out of here. Not enough slack, so I'll have to wait on that one. I'll just go ahead and put it out just in case. Okay. CPU, motherboard powered, PCIe, another CPU, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8, so we're good. Because it's for servers maybe. I'm sure I'm only going to need one of these PCIe ones. See how they look. Yeah, because I'll use this end over here at the actual graphics card and this one at the end at the power supply. I'll see how I route this one because I could either route it under and out right here or just zip tie it up, put it right here because the graphics card goes there anyways. So I won't need this PCIe one. In this build. So this one has 1, 2, 3 SATA. This one has 1, 2, 3 SATA. This one has 1, 2, 3 SATA also. So I guess it really depends on how long I need it. I might just need 2 of these though. For the drives, I meant to say. Optical drives. There we go. I was checking on my wife, making sure she's okay. I've just made nothing but bad decisions this build, guys. Ooh. It's rough. Whew, tired. Okay. So drives are powered, but no data yet. So then I'll route this over here. There you go, guys. This one fold really weird. I got it. Beautiful. Sweet. So now we need more SATA for our drives on the bottom. And again, it looks like they're all the same. They're all right angled. Okay, that should do it, guys. I'll seat it here in a second. I'm going to make sure this SATA connections will work. It looks like it just might be just enough slack. Got it. Should be fine. I just don't really like it. As long as the case closes. My wife's almost done. Alright guys, we're trying to route these wires nicely and also enough to where the case side panel closes. These power supply wires are so thick, it's crazy, and it's making it difficult. Hey, what's up, everybody? Cho here. I got some more parts in, so I have some spare time, so I wanted to go ahead and enter them in. Still waiting on the CPU cooler. So let's get started. Got our fan hub in, and got some thermal paste in. Also, I forgot that I accidentally took off the AM4 bracket, so I need to put that back on. And this is a good time. And then 2 thumb screws will also release the front panel. So that's off. And here we are, guys. Already opened up. So we got ourselves a fan hub. We got the Deep Cool FH-04. It's a 4-port fan hub. It's a typo. This will allow us to, oh, and also got some SATA cables, to connect all our case fans into the fan hub, because this motherboard evidently didn't have enough slots to connect all 3 fans plus the CPU fan once that comes in. And it comes with adhesive on the back, so you can place it anywhere in the back of the case to your liking. Oh, actually, guys, this is a 90. This one isn't. I'm going to have to unplug these and put the 90 on the drive, otherwise I'm going to have trouble. Sorry, I wish I would have noticed that from the get-go. Okay. See one from the top. Alright. So I have them back here, and they need to go back here. So we'll find out now if we can do this, guys. So we may have to take out the graphics card in order to do this. We may not. Got one, guys. That was like the tightest fit. See if I can do the second one. Alright, so SATA cables are in. I need to twist tie them in the back. There we go. There's our third fan. This one will connect to fan number 2 slot. So we can really put this anywhere in our case as long as the case shuts. I'm thinking maybe somewhere right there or something, maybe even right here. As long as the case closes. So here's fan 3, on number 3. The fan hub is 4-pin 4-pin headers, but these fans are only 3-pin. Just make sure you line it up correctly and you'll be fine. There we go. Let's be back after this break. Alright guys, we're back. I'm going to install the CPU brackets that I accidentally took off. Up in here in the Ziploc baggie. We got our back plate. Our 2 brackets. And 4 screws. I never installed an AMD one before, but this back plate could only go one way, seeing as the screws holes face that way, so this would have to go this way. Sure enough. Turn the case. Okay, there they are. And then these go so there's our slide, so these face outward. Okay, so like so. Alright, so we got the top one installed, guys. And that just leaves the bottom one. When I was taking off the AIO cooler, I didn't even think about not taking this off. There we go, guys. Our bracket is reinstalled. So that means it is now ready for a CPU cooler. So which means we'll need one of those, and we'll also need to apply some thermal paste. Yep, so they'll go like that. So thermal paste wise, we bought some Corsair TM30 performance thermal paste. There you go, guys. Pretty easy with the tube. I've never done it for a computer, but that's how it would be. So hopefully we can do this inside the case. I've never mounted one of these before. Let's give it a shot. There we go, guys, clamped on. Well managed. Sweet. So now we can connect our CPU fan to our motherboard, but it also requires a USB 2.0 connector, so I'll have to evidently uninstall the graphics card after all to get it plugged in. because it's on the bottom side and I can't fit my hand in that space. No way. There she is, guys, clamped on. Nice. We managed. But should have taken the graphics card off from the get-go, then it seems. We would have saved ourselves some trouble with the SATA cables and also this. Okay, this stock cooler fan has a high and a low. Of course, we're going to put that on high. There we go. For performance reasons. And then it has two covers here for the wires we had. One for RGB and one for USB 2.0. Okay, fan is hooked up. There's that wire. This requires a USB 2.0 connection as well. So I gotta verify with the motherboard manual to see which one it is. Got it, guys. Luckily, that's installed. Okay. Now we just need a USB 2.0. That's all. And that's it. Our red cooler is installed. We're on number 14. I need to see about the LED switches was right or not. And I just want to verify in a minute the fan hub, and I can put the graphics card in now. And then I could manage my wires after that. Here we go, guys. On lovely. Come on, PCIe code, stay. Not over tiny, but tiny just enough. And there we go, guys. Now time to rehook up the graphics card power-wise. Like so. Alright, so that's hooked up, guys. So now that'll be it, guys. Alright, so let's manage these wires, mount this hub. That'll be done. Would make sense to mount the hub facing that way, in the sense of unplugging and plugging it in, seeing what fan number we are, because if I plug it in that way, it'll take that up, it'll take that away from us, so we'll mount you here. There we go. Now we'll manage these wires. And at this point, I just really want to see if it boots up. I'm not worried about wire managing later. I'm also curious to see what I need to do. Don't. No one's hooked up. It's probably this crap. No, sister. I was about to say. Brand new case. Alright guys, so let's attempt boot. Alright guys, the moment not only you guys have been waiting for, but I've been waiting for. Let's see if it boots up. Switching power supply. All the fans are on. Graphics card's power on, CPU's on. There we go. Got it in there. There she is, guys. Sorry about that. There we go, guys. All set. Make sure everything is recognized. This PC, view, computer, manage. Device manager. 5700 XT's reading. Our processor's obviously reading 3700X. We should be good. Just gotta check our temps and we're done, guys. So I appreciate you guys for watching. The final step would be oh, that's actually got some on the inside. So I'll have to remove that later. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching.